Hey guys, today we are going to be doing my summer TBR. So basically, I have a bunch of books that I want to read this summer, and I don't get to read much like before and after summer because I'm in school. School takes up a lot of my time. So basically, summer is like where I get a lot of my reading done. I basically went through my shelves and I found a bunch of books that I definitely wanted to read this summer and books that I wanted to make videos on. And I counted them up. I have 82 books that I want to read this summer. And I can make it happen because school for me gets out at the end of April. So I get May too. So that's 4 months. May, June, July, August. 4 months, 82 books. Split it up. It's like 20 books a month. A lot of people can do that. A lot of people can't. I don't know if I can. We'll find out. But if I can manage to read a bunch of these, that would be great. I'll start with fantasy first. I'll basically just show you what I want to read. I'm not really going to explain each book because that would be forever, and chances are most of you probably know what the books are for the most part. We'll start with fantasy. Okay, the first book I have is The Priory of the Orange Tree, and this one is gonna probably be towards the end of the summer because I have no motivation to read this book right now, but I want to read it this summer. It is chunky, and I am going to annotate it, and it'll be fun. It's like 800 and some pages, I believe. Okay, and then next is the Inheritance Games trilogy. I actually read the Inheritance Games a long time ago, but I forgot what happened. And then the other two books came out, so basically I'm just going to reread it again and just do the trilogy all at once. The Inheritance Games, the Hawthorne Legacy, and the Final Gambit. And then a lot of people's favorites, Legends and Lattes, which is basically just fantasy and coffee. It's a shorter book, so I figured it'd be fun to read and it wouldn't take that long. Fable by Adrienne Young. Belladonna by Adeline Grace. Okay, this one I'm really excited about. It's The Stolen Heir by Holly Black. This one's going to take me a little bit longer to read because I don't know if I want to annotate it yet or not because I didn't annotate the Cool Prince trilogy. We'll see. I don't know. I just know I want to like take my time with this one and like really just like dive in because I'm so excited about this book. Then I have Only a Monster by Vanessa Len. House of Salt and Sorrow by Erin Craig. I don't even remember what this one's about, honestly. I just know it's been sitting on my shelf for years and I need to get to it because I think book 2 is out now, which I didn't even know this was a series. And then a really old book that I never read but I watched the movie, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. I remember loving the movie. I guess it didn't do too well because they never made any more, but like I thought the movie was dope and I'm kind of excited to read the book. Then we got some Margaret Rogerson books. I have The Sorcery of Thorns, Vespertine, Enchantment of Ravens, and then these next two books I want to read this summer, but this one's going to be complicated and hard because it's the Crescent City books that are out right now. So what is this? House of Earth and Blood and House of Sky and Breath, the Crescent City, I don't know. I started this one and it's been so long I'm going to have to restart it again. I got like 90 pages in and I remember not being a fan of it. But because I love Sarah J Maas so much, I bought the second one because even if I don't like it, I'm forcing myself to read it because I feel like I have to, you know? Like, there's gotta be something I like, right? But yeah, these two. Speaking of Sarah J Maas, I did a dumb thing and I bought really pretty new version paperbacks of the Throne of Glass series, and I read like the first 3-4 books and the series a long time ago, but I want to reread it and like actually annotate them and just take my time. So I've already read Throne of Glass, so basically I just have the rest, and I'm going to show you all the covers because they're really cute. So The Assassin's Blade, Empire Storms, Crown of Midnight, Tower of Dawn, Kingdom of Ash, this is the biggest one, Heir of Fire, and then this is personally my favorite cover, Queen of Shadows. I just love the red. I like it, and the cute little castle. This is my vibe. I love this. I had to have them. I had to. They're so cute. Then we have Trial by Fire. Don't remember what this is about, but it's a shorter book. So These Twisted Bonds, which is book 2 to These Hollow Vows. I love These Hollow Vows. Gave it 5 stars. I'm really excited to read this book. I don't know. I hope it's as good as the first. So Twin Crowns. Then I have The Iron King by Julie Kagawa. Is that who wrote this? Yes. Anyways, this is book 1. I'm gonna read this and see if I like it, and then if I do, I'll just get the rest of the series. But Crown of Feathers. And then a shorter one, Angel Fall by Susan E. And then The Book That Fell, which was Fallen Kingdoms, which I heard is like an extremely slow burn fantasy. And I'm pumped about it. There's so many books in this like world, but I'm just gonna read the first one, and then obviously if I like it, I'll get the rest. Okay, and then the last of the fantasy, these ones are all self-published. You may or may not have seen them. I don't really remember what they're about because I've had them for a long time. But the first is recruitment. It's the year 2042, so there's a war. I know that much. That's all. That's, yeah. Then we have the Princess Trials, which I'm assuming exactly what it sounds like. The Promised Prince. This is a different author. For a minute when I grabbed these, I thought they were the same because of the titles, so close and similar, but no. Savage Lands, which I did start and then I got busy and never finished, so I'm just honestly gonna restart it. But yeah, I actually really like this cover. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. This is that TikToker that was like on like a year or two ago and was like, would you read a book about this, this, and this? And then like took like forever to come out with their book. But she had me, I'm not gonna lie, she had me on that TikTok. So when the book came out, I had to get it to see if it was worth the hype or not. And I'm excited. I think she did really good with the cover. And then this book I also got from a TikToker. This was a long time ago. Like when TikTok was like first a thing. It was called The Sunderlands. I don't even remember what this is about, but I remember wanting to read it and I like the cover. And then the last self-published book, which is probably the one that almost everybody would know, is The Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. I did start this. I feel like I'm gonna love this book. I really do. Chances are I end up loving it and getting the trilogy and then getting her other books and just falling in love with this author because I'm excited about this one. That is the last of the fantasy. That was the biggest stack. So I'll do thrillers next. So I have an entire shelf of thriller books. And so I want to read some over the summer, but I'm going to try and save a bunch for like Halloween time. So I do have like, what is it, like 8 or 9 here that I want to try and like just read in the summer. Anyways, so I figured I'd give Riley Sager a try. So I got a couple of his books. So we got The House Across the Street. Nope, this is The House Across the Lake. Home Before Dark. And Lock Every Door. Then I have Lake's Edge by Lyndall Clipstone. This cover is so pretty. And I believe there's a book too, but I can't remember what it was called. But I'm really excited about this one. Anyways, Something in the Water. No Exit by Taylor Adams. A shorter horror or thriller. I think this is horror. Tenders the Flesh, which is the cannibalism one, but like it's like tiny. Like I could read this in a day. I love this author. I read The Rules for Vanishing by Kate Alice Marshall and I loved it. So I got these Fleeting Shadows. And she actually has another book that came out recently. It's like Something in the Woods, or I want to get it and read it. This author is good. So I'm excited to read this one. Leave the World Behind, which is it's like dystopian somewhat, but like more, I guess it's like, I don't know, it's like apocalyptic. I don't know. And then the last thriller is We Were Never Here by Andrea Bartz. Okay, next we'll do dystopian. So first up we have the last one, which is kind of like The Truman Show, but just slightly a little bit different. And then I just grabbed this book. I don't even know what this is about, man. This has been on my shelf for a while. It's called The Secret Runners. I like the cover. It's cool. But I figured it'd be a quick read, so. And then the new James Dashner book that's part of the Maze Runner. It's like the spin-off series. I got the first book in that. It's called The Maze Cutter. I don't know if it's gonna be good or not. It could be really bad. Well, I'll find out. I like the Maze Runner. This could be terrible. I don't know. I didn't like The Kill Order. I didn't even read it all the way because I was like, it was just like short stories and I thought it was gonna be like part of like with Thomas and stuff, and it just wasn't what I wanted. So, and like there's the Fever Code and all that. I never read any of those. So I'll read this and see if I like it. If I don't, then I'll just cut it from there. I read Legend by Marie Lu a while ago and I loved it. So I got the rest of the series and I'm gonna finish it. So I started Prodigy. I'm like a fourth of the way through it. So Prodigy, Champion, and then Rebel. And then the last dystopian I have here is Uglies by Scott Westerfeld. I heard this is getting made into a TV show. I don't know where or when, but I'm like really excited about it. But yeah, I figured I would give this a try because that sounds on my lane. So yeah. Oh wait, I remember something. I'm pretty sure that the guy that plays in this is oh my god, Chase Stokes, I believe that's his name. He plays John B on the Outer Banks show. So I'm pretty sure he's like in this too, as in like the movie or the show. I think. I don't know if it was rumored or if it was true, but I think it's gonna be great. So yeah. Alright, I'll do classics next. I don't have that many because I do want to read a lot of classics because I have a lot of classics that do need to be read. But I don't want to spend my entire summer classics because I like to annotate them and that take forever. So I only have a couple. Okay, so first up, like the biggest classic. Well, no, not the biggest. The second biggest classic I have now. I think it's Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. This book, bro, the weapon of my house. Like, dude. when I annotate this, I'm gonna feel so smart because all of my, like, these are the, I write in these classics, so I know I'm gonna keep them forever. So these are like the only books I actually write in with like a pen and stuff. So when I finish this and it's all annotated and marked up and tabbed, I'm gonna feel intelligent. And then the rest of these classics are all Jane Austen. I haven't read any Jane Austens yet, but I have a bunch of hers because she's like, she's an icon. So I have Pride and Prejudice, Persuasion, Sense and Sensibility, Northanger Abbey, which I like this cover. This is like my favorite one because, I don't know, it reminds me of Barbie. And then last is Emma, which I'm really excited about because I hear that this is a lot of people's favorites. And I'm just super excited. This one's a little chunkier though. I have contemporary and manga left and that's it. So I'll do manga. Get it quick, real quick. Why is manga so freaking heavy? My god. Anyways, I have the first volume in Death Note, the black edition, because it's cool. I figure I'd give this a try and see if I like it, so there's that. Then I have volume 3 and 4 in Monster. Well, they're upside down. Volume 3, volume 4. Eventually I'm gonna get the whole series, but they're so freaking expensive, dude. And there's too many of them. I can't keep up, man. And then the rest are all Junji Ito, because he's my man. So, I started No Longer Human. I know that he didn't technically write this. This is a different author, and he's just, like, doing the illustrations for it. But, like, so far, I'm not a fan. People say this is really sad. I haven't seen the sadness yet. I guess I'm only 1/4 of the way through. So my opinions might change, but this one. And then I started the Liminal Zone a while ago, so I'll finish this one too this summer. And then the rest of these I haven't read. So we got Tombs, which is his newest one that just came out. I'm really excited about it. I like this cover. Then we have Love Sickness, Deserter, and Frankenstein. I guess, is this a classic? Because is this like his take on Frankenstein, or did he change the story? I guess I'll find out. But yeah, those are all my manga. And I read manga fast, so that's like 8 books. I could probably honestly read those in a day if I really wanted to. Last, but certainly not least, is my contemporary. Now these ones I'm iffy on because I don't know if I'll actually get to read them this summer. I already dropped one, that's great. But it's the entire Bridgerton series. There's 8 of them here. I'm not going to show you each one because nobody cares. So yeah, and they're not like pretty or anything. They're like the original covers. So yeah, there's 8 Bridgerton novels here that I think I might read maybe. I don't know. I hope I can. Anyways, those are those ones. And then the book I told myself, my chair's stuck on books. The book I told myself I would never ever buy in a million years, no matter what. And then I went against my own beliefs here and did it anyway. And that is A Little Hope by you know what? That author. And this is like supposed to be, this is like the saddest book ever written. Like, you don't buy this book for, oh, my books are falling. You don't get this book because you want to have a good time. Let's just say that. I decided it'd be a cool video to make in just about this book. But I have to be in like a super good mood to read this because I know it's going to be depressing and it's going to put me in a bad mood. So I got to be in a good mood to start with so it can kind of balance out, you know. The last 3 books I have here are all Emily Henry. So we have Beach Read, Book Lovers, and People We Meet on Vacation. And I'm excited. I'm excited to read Emily Henry because I haven't read her yet and everybody loves her. She's got a new book coming out, I think, called Happy Place. And I've thought about like picking that one up and reading these all together. So we'll see, maybe I'll do that. But yeah, that is all the books I'm gonna read this summer for 4 months. That's 82 books, yeah. Don't quote me that I'll actually read all of these. That is my goal. That'd be amazing if I could. I think what I'll do is I'll try and read them all, and then at the end of summer I'll like actually go back and see how many I actually read and then maybe make a video out of it or like put it in a video or something. I don't know. But yeah, so that is my summer TBR. I'm super excited about it. There's a lot of fantasy, so it's pretty ambitious. But if you guys like this video, comment down below, like, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one.